Hello and welcome back to Meadow Farm. Today is Tuesday the 12th of March. Ground temperature not up to scratch for drilling, so we are finishing the ploughing. But this grass field needs ploughing up. We're keeping two grass fields which are across the road from the farm. And until then, when we can get drilling started, we are going to plough this field of grass up using the Super Major, which is new for 1961. And it works very well on the plough, so get a bit of use out of it. We have got one worker, but he's taking some time off at the moment. We haven't got a lot of work to do, especially until the cows arrive and we get the crops ready. We have got to head over to the store at some point, buy some seed and get the crops in the ground. That will probably be tomorrow when we go get the seed. Ourselves into the next breed. There we go. There's enough grass on the headlands to get ourselves turned around. And once this field is ploughed, then we can get on with some cultivating and get the drill ready to go. Not a massive field this one, but does need ploughing. Don't need the grass in here. We'll be keeping some of the hay bales and the rest of them we shall sell. I've got £65,000 to keep us going until we get the crops in, but we have, out of that £65,000, got all our seed and fertiliser to purchase. Pleased we bought this plough in place of the Fergie plough that we had. Doesn't make a big difference. Not having to go from one side of the field to the other. It is 8:45 in the morning, so we've got a fair while to get this field ploughed and get started on a bit of cultivating before the end of the day. There we go. Now, may buy another plough at some point so we can have a worker ploughing with us. For this season we've only got this grass field left that needs ploughing. We've got to go and get ourselves something to wash our equipment with as well going forward. That's okay for now. Tree here in the way just makes it a little awkward turning round without leaving an headland. At least keeping a bit of grass around the outside makes it easier when we come to harvest. And cultivations, works and everything all so much easier with the grass verge around. Should get a good ways through this field within today's episode. I think we'll need to buy ourselves some wheat, barley and oat seed and some potato seed as we go forward. Now we are close to that tree there, but we can make it around. It's a nice spring morning, although it's still only 2 degrees air temperature. At least it's not raining or snowing or anything, so still time at the moment for some snow this early in the spring. So I think once we start getting the crops in, we may need another worker to cart our trailers to the yard and generally help us move stuff to the fields. We'll need our Land Rover taking with us as well in case we need to refuel or move anything. Soon be out of the longest of the rows now. If we go forward, probably next year or the year after, we will have to get ourselves a new combine soon. The one we've got at the minute, we've had it a few years now. A bit more of a side on view for you. So you can see our new tractor working. Did have a bit of flood water in one of the fields. May have to go and loosen a bit of soil for that to disappear if we can. We'll keep an eye on it. If it doesn't dissipate before we need to drill, we can soon drag a subsoiler through it. Might actually have a ride round and check on the fields we've got to see what happens. We've got a set of arrows for doing the cultivating before we drill. We've got springtime for doing the potato fields, two different cultivators on the farm. Already done 2 hours with this tractor and we're only on day 2 with it. And so once we replace the loader tractor, we will put this on the front loader for a few seasons. Okay. Too long now before we need to go and get the seed. So we also need to fertilise some of these fields before we put any crops in. So we may have to go and fetch a pallet of fertiliser. Probably even 2 pallets of fertiliser, because the grass will need doing as well, so we get a decent yield once we start haymaking. Now a little fish pond there at the side of the house. We also need to go and get ourselves a mower for the lawn. So we can keep that tidy. Quickly coming to the corner where the fields rows become shorter. Good thing about round here, the land is a bit of good black land, not clay, so pretty easy to manoeuvre, although some of the fields have got clay in. Probably not going to make this corner before the end of today's episode as well, so that will be something we have to look into. Just have a look what's beyond. I think I saw a gate down here. I'll just have a look what's beyond. Yeah, there is a gate. Just have a look and see what's the other side of it. It could just be the gate into our yard where the house is. Go and have a look. Just open as well. So we've got some cabbages growing there. That's all grass. Tomatoes. Dead potatoes. So that may all be reseeded with grass. These probably won't cook much. And there is our little fish pond. Got some lily pads and some reeds. And that is where we live. We shall shut that gate anyway. Jump back aboard our tractor. Good bit of grass to mow around the house once it all starts growing. Neighbouring farms don't seem too busy at the moment. I have to have a look and see where the dealership is to buy bales, if we have any hay bales left over. Being new to here from Shamrock Valley in Ireland, not 100% sure on where everything is in the local area at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to be almost to this corner where the road starts getting shorter. Get this round done, and the next one will be pretty close to the shorter rows. For today, that is where we're going to leave it. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode with the Super Major Ploughing. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment if you're new to Summer Farm Estates and you'd like to see more of the work we do here. Please subscribe to the channel, give that bell a ring, it will tell you when we do our farming, when we do our racing. Until you join us next time, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening and goodbye for now.